Winfred Sherman.
Are you at this time taking or under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medication?
No,
Is there any medication that you normally take that you have not been given today?
no.
How old are you and how far have you gone in school?
I'm 43, 11th grade.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Carver and Douglas.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes,
Are you a United States citizen?
yes,
Do you understand that you are charged with the following offenses? I'll take them one at a time. For indictment 25 SC 002841, you're charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and count 3, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Are you aware of that?
yes,
Are you aware of, in 25 SC 002842, that you're charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, a 2nd count of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and a 3rd count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon?
yes,
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
yes,
Have you had enough time to speak with your lawyer, Ms. Wood, about the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charges in both indictments and any potential defenses?
so I have.
Do you need more time to discuss this case with your attorney?
No,
Are you satisfied with her services?
yes,
Ms. Wood, do you waive formal reading of the indictment and any and all defects therein for the purposes of this plea?
So waived.
Mr. Winfred, do you remember being arrested on both of these charges?
yes,
Judge, the state is unaware at this time of any outstanding warrants related to these charges. Attorney Wood, are you aware of any outstanding warrants related to these charges?
No, I'm not.
Mr. Winfred, has your attorney advised you the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge to which you're pleading to today?
yes,
Do you understand that if your guilty plea is a blind plea, also called a non-negotiated plea, the state will recommend a sentence to the court?
yes,
Do you understand that the court can impose any sentence authorized by law, including a higher sentence than that recommended by the state, up to the maximum sentence on each charge?
yes,
Do you understand that if you enter a non-negotiated plea, you do not have the right to withdraw? Well, I'm sorry. Yes, you do have the right. You get to reserve that. Do you understand that this is a guilty plea which will be permanently recorded on your criminal history?
yes,
Are you currently on probation or parole?
no,
Do you understand that this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction, as well as other jurisdictions, including federal courts?
yes,
Do you understand if you are not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at trial would? And that is true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else.
yes,
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you'll be guilty of a felony which may carry a sentence from 1 to 15 years in prison?
yes,
Do you understand that there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial?
yes,
For example, your guilty plea may affect the right to vote, the right to hold public office, the right to serve on a jury, the right to obtain a passport, the right to possess or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment.
yes,
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health offenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
yes,
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up the following rights: the right to a trial by jury,
yes,
the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself,
yes,
the right to confront witnesses against you,
yes,
the right to the assistance of counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at the trial of your case,
yes,
the right to the presumption of innocence,
yes,
the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence,
yes,
the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence,
yes,
the right to have the charges against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt,
yes,
the right to appeal convicted of these charges after a trial.
yes,
Do you understand that you may have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
yes,
Do you understand that you have only 4 years from today for a felony charge to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness of your guilty plea?
yes,
How do you plead to the charges on indictment 25 SC 002841 to the counts of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and firearm by a convicted felon?
Yes.
How do you plead in indictment 25 SC 002842 to one count of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you're in fact guilty?
Yes.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with the full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yes.
Judge, at this time, we'll provide a factual basis for the pleas. We'll take the first case, 25 SC 002841. On May 20th, 2024, located at 2656 Donald Lee Halliwell Parkway. Atlanta police officers were called out to that location for a person shot call. When they arrived on the scene, they met with the victim, Mr. Darnell Green. Mr. Green stated that he went to the gas station to purchase cigarettes. He was engaged in another conversation when someone walked up to him and said, "What are y'all on?" There was a quick exchange of words, and the suspect reached into his waistband, grabbed a gun. At that time, Mr. Green began to run and was shot 3 times. He did not realize he was shot until moments later. Officers were able to review the video surveillance footage from that location. They put out a suspect photo, and he was identified positively by the victim, Mr. Green. On 25 SC 002842, approximately 4 days later, at May 24, 2024, officers were called out to 2650 Donald Lee Halliwell Parkway in Atlanta, Georgia, and Fulton County.
Is that the same address?
It is a very similar address,
Okay.
Judge, very close
All right.
to each other. At that time, Fulton County Sheriff Officer Deputy Lee was flagged down by an individual, Mr. Britt. He indicated that a male was lying in the Chevron parking lot, had been shot. He began to administer aid while the individual provided a description to the deputies of the individual who shot him. They were able to locate that suspect, which would be the defendant, at a Martha station. He did have a semi-automatic pistol on his person. It had electrical tape wrapped around the grip and handle. The officers were also able to review footage of the incident where they were able to see that Mr. Marshall, the victim, Willard Marshall, and Mr. Sherman, Winfred, were arguing in front of the store, and Mr. Sherman produced a firearm and shot Mr. Marshall several times. You could also see Mr. Marshall, the victim, running away. When they did encounter and engage Mr. Sherman, he voluntarily said that Mr. Marshall didn't know who he was messing with. The victim sustained 1 gunshot wound to the left abdomen and right calf. Also, Mr. Sherman is charged with possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. I did obtain a certified conviction for that felony. It is 06 SC 40274. He pled guilty on July 13, 2006. That was a conviction for possession of a firearm by a felon.
All right.
All right, let's talk about that. What we just saw was a guilty plea hearing for Mr. Winfred Sherman, and while it was a fairly standard plea proceeding on its face, it carried a weighty set of charges and a few telling moments worth unpacking. Judge, unnamed in the transcript but clearly in control, conducted this hearing with an even-hand, methodical, thorough, and polite, yet firm. She ran through a gauntlet of constitutional rights, collateral consequences, and statutory penalties like clockwork, giving Mr. Sherman every opportunity to confirm his understanding and voluntariness. No pressure, no assumptions, just professional due diligence. That's how it's supposed to be done. Now, Mr. Sherman himself? He remained calm and cooperative throughout. He answered each question clearly, no hesitations, no confusion. His demeanor suggested that he knew what he was signing up for and was choosing to own it. Whether you agree with the decision or not, there's a certain dignity in facing consequences head-on. There was no visible drama in the courtroom, but the facts presented were stark. He pled guilty to 2 separate indictments, each involving aggravated assault and firearm possession as a convicted felon. Notably, he was advised that this was a blind plea, meaning there was no prearranged deal with the state. He was rolling the dice on the judge's discretion, and that's never a light move. The assistant district attorney, again, unnamed, but well-prepared, delivered the factual basis in clear and steady form. 2 separate incidents, just 4 days apart, both near the same street in Atlanta. In the first, a man gets shot after a brief sidewalk exchange, Mr. Sherman allegedly pulling a firearm during a heated back and forth. In the second, a separate victim is shot following an argument in front of a store, and Mr. Sherman is arrested shortly after with a taped-up semi-automatic pistol in his waistband. Add to that a prior felony conviction for, you guessed it, firearm possession back in 2006, and the picture painted was not a flattering one. Still, the court stuck to its role, no editorializing, just facts, rights, and the law. There weren't any attorneys making grandstanding arguments, here just a straightforward plea hearing. Miss Wood, Mr. Sherman's attorney, waived formal indictment readings and confirmed her client had discussed the case thoroughly with her. No objections, no flustered sidesteps. She did her job, and from the transcript, her client was satisfied. Overall, the courtroom atmosphere was orderly and composed, no tension, no outbursts, no circus. But that doesn't mean the proceedings weren't heavy. They absolutely were. This wasn't traffic court. 2 shootings, 2 victims, 2 sets of aggravated assault and firearm charges. And yet, it all went down with the quiet precision of a seasoned courtroom crew doing their jobs. That's the justice system at work, slow, steady, and deliberate. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.